Definitely against the bro code. Well, the hamburger was really good, actually. Better than the Mexican restaurant I had yesterday. So, come back to camp, met the new neighbors. They seem like nice enough kids. A little out there. So, I believe I'm going to do another hike before it gets too late. And while I'm stripped down, I'm going to do this Indian Lodge trail. See how it goes. Well, the trail's supposed to start right here somewhere around this lodge, so I'll have to see if I can find it. Here's the lodge. I'm assuming up is the way to go. And I'm already breathing hard. How's it going? Chad, this could be a bad decision. I see people on the very top of that point. Well, it says it's 1.5 miles. It ain't, which it took me a mile to get here, but it also says it's strenuous. The trail I walked this morning said moderate, and it wasn't moderate. So hopefully this won't be strenuous. It'll be moderate. Anyway, here we go, and I'll be up there. Wish me luck. Okay, disclaimer. When it says strenuous, it's strenuous. At least to this point. I'm too old for this. I'm not a hiker. That's kind of people that, you know, they do Boston marathons and Tour de France and those kind of people. I'm not a trail hiker. I'm a trail rider. Slapchat. Dummy. But looking at that peak right there, I'm probably halfway up. I got a group of hikers coming toward me, so I gotta try to suck it up, quit breathing hard, and look like I'm fit for my age. Alright, Chad. Be the man. Be the man. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. That's a group, multiple families with a bunch of little kids. Talk about making you feel bad. But of all the places, I just ran into Dr. Murby. He used to be a vet in Uvalde. I didn't even recognize her. She recognized me. So it is a small world. Anyway, I sucked up and put on a tough face. Now I gotta get up through here. Oh, Jesus. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. My last crybaby was from that rock right there. And I came around the ridge to here. And that's why I go up on top of that where those people are. But I saw this and thought it looked cool. So I'm gonna try to get over there somehow. With one hand. Ooh. I can do it that way. Oh wow. Oh. Thought the camera shut off. Oh. Falling stupid rattlesnake den. Oh yeah. I don't think I'm supposed to be up here. Wow. Look at that. There's some smart people down there, staying there and sitting down. I don't know if I ought to get any closer. These rocks fall. Okay, we'll make my way back to the actual trail now. Pick it up a little bit. Alright, made it. I'm at the highest point. I will say that it's way easier to go the opposite direction that I'm going. Not because I passed those people going the opposite way, but that climb is a hard one. The way I came up this morning on that other trail wasn't that bad. So anyway, check out the view. It puts in perspective how small things are. I mean, this whole state park it's not a quarter of the size of the ranch that I lived on. There's Skyline Drive. We was up there earlier today. Little community before you get to the telescope. But anyway, I got my second breath. I'm feeling pretty good now after seeing 5-6-year-olds walking this trail. 2 men carrying babies on their backs. So yeah, suck it up, Chad. Suck it up. I lost the trail. I came down all that, and I have to go right back up it. See those people there? They come around that way. Crap. Back up I go. Alright, before I get back to camp. This is as good a spot as any to give my impressions of Fort Davis. The whole kit and caboodle. The town's neat. It's a neat little town. It's sort of commonplace around here, you know. Not really much to it. The park is nice. I would have to say the park is sort of, it's family oriented. It's clean. It strikes me as a place you'd want to come with a family or spouse or girlfriend for a weekend getaway. You know, I mean, there's these trails you can hike, and it's keeps you active. There's kids playing and bike riding and stuff like that at the campgrounds. So I mean, it's that's what it's meant to be, I think. On the flip side of that, well, first let me say it's worth the trip. You know, to come up here and see this. Seeing any new area is worth it. It's just not it's not really a motorcycle worthy trip. I mean, you can pretty much cover every road in this whole area in a day, and I mean, it's good riding, but it's not a 3 or 4 day camp trip. You know, you sort of run out of things to do. So I probably won't be talking once I get back to camp, because my neighbors, I feel weird talking to a camera and somebody's 5 feet away from me. So I'm thinking I'll just call it a day and get up in the morning, fix breakfast, tear down camp, and just, hey, it was a good weekend. Not as long as I wanted, but it was a good weekend. And who knows, I might detour off somewhere else on the way home. Somewhere else, but anyway, it was a good adventure. Later. Last video. I'm gonna make some supper. Last supper of the trip. This thing is actually really awesome. Look at that. That didn't take long at all. Less than 90 seconds. Little zipper's messed up. Alright, let that sit for a minute. It'll be good to eat. Well, I'm giving the food a few minutes to cook up there. Check out their tent. Something just don't hardly seem right. That back wall's falling over. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes. So, let's see what it is. Never had beef stew before. Sort of looks like it's been pre-eaten. Here we go. Oh, it's hot. I can live with it. It's not the best thing, but I think it needed to sit longer. The beef is still sort of jerky-ish, but I'm eating it. Hey, well, I'm almost home. Decided to call it a weekend. It was a good weekend, just not a great 4-day place for a motorcycle. But I had a good time. It's well worth seeing, well worth going out there. The way my trip ended was I came back from that hike. I already went in detail about what I thought about the whole area up there, but came back from the hike, fixed some dinner with the jet boil. Really wasn't that good, but I ate it. And then I just kicked back and chilled with the neighbors, talked to them for way up into the night. Interesting young people. But that was probably one of the best parts of this trip. I met so many people. A lot of them are doing the same thing I'm doing. You know, they're either already retired and they're just traveling the country. Most of them had pickup trucks with, you know, bed campers or bed tents, traveling in like these big Land Rover Defenders as you see in Siberia. I mean, it was interesting talking to these people, where they've been and what they've seen, and they in turn was interested in what I was doing and excited for me, you know. So I'm meeting people doing this, and I ain't even started it yet, so that's a good thing. The Border Patrol's looking at me. Probably get a visitor. But we, as far as wildlife goes, I've seen plenty of deer, which they're commonplace here. Some javelina up by the observatory, but one animal in particular scared me. I mean, really scared me. We was kicked back last night at the tent, and just kicked back, chatting with the neighbors, and out of the blue, a skunk just made a beeline straight toward me, you know, and I was frozen. I was like, I don't know what to do. Do I shoo it away and take a chance of getting sprayed, or do I let it run in the tent with me? So I didn't know, and it came probably within 5-6 feet from me and turned and just sort of meandered off into the brush. But yeah, that would that would have been a bad ending to the trip. But overall, I'm glad I went. I wish it had been a little longer. On the way back from on Highway 90 here between the Big Bend area and Del Rio, I ride by them all the time, but there's so many interesting places that I always want to stop and check out and look at, and I think I might make a video of that, you know, just like a day trip. It's not a lot of sightseeing where you'd spend a lot of time at, but it's interesting places to see. So anyway, I gotta quit saying anyway. Anyway, signing out, heading home. Later.